one and only ENTRADIO. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of ENTRADIO Live right here for our Zoom series. We're here with the one and the only, all the way from Philly, Philadelphia, Jug the Illest. What's going on, my boy?
What's going on, brother? How's everything?
Everything's good over here, man. You know, staying alive, staying home, staying safe, and washing my damn hands like everyone else should be, you know?
Right, 600 times a day.
600 times a day. How you doing out there, though, man?
I'm doing good, you know, holding on. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I can't really go see my kids, nothing like that, because, you know, I'll be out here on the road delivering groceries and all that for people to eat. So, you know, I'm just quarantining myself, even though I don't got it, you know what I'm saying? But still, you know, I don't want to take that chance because my son do got asthma. So
yeah, definitely. And salutes to you too, man, for doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And fuck McDonald's.
Yeah, fuck McDonald's for real.
That's a whole nother story. Maybe we'll talk about that at the end of the conversation. But
word.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know a little bit about yourself and when you got started with hip hop, man.
All right. So my name Jug the Illest. I'm from North Philly. They call it the Badlands. I started my own record label called Ash God Music. Stands for Overstay Humble Guides. I got two business partners called Dre Day 215 and Big City. And pretty much all I do is just pretty much push myself, you know, to try to take the stairway to success and, you know what I mean, take it day by day, pretty much.
All right. And when did you start getting into hip hop? What gave you that spark?
To be honest, when I first started like listening to like music, it was reggaeton music, Spanish, and then I tried to be like a Spanish rapper. And since my Spanish wasn't like too good, ain't work out too much. But everybody said that I had the voice. It was like, yo, your voice is like crazy. So I just started converting it into, you know, the English. Then I met up with a producer, and pretty much he was selling beats and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just try to do a track, and I did the first track, and it was like, yo, you should do this all the time, and it just progressed from there. And you know, started listening to a lot of people that I idolize in the music industry, and you know, pretty much taking for what they have and trying to learn and teach myself to create.
And how long would you say? How long ago was that until now? How long you been in it?
Man, I've been in the game for a while, so I've been in it for like maybe about 15 years. 15 years, yeah. 15, 16 years.
Same with me, man. I've been in the game 17 plus years, still counting and shit. So
yeah, man.
So who was your inspiration, man? That gave you your style of format, or you're like you heard someone, you were like, you know what, like this is who I want to sound like, or not exactly like, but that's what gave you like your spark to be like, you know what, I'm gonna start flowing.
It was like Cool G Rap, Big Pun, Fat Joe, Ma Deep, Nas, somebody called named Ransom. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him before. Yeah, named Ransom, Joe Buttons, like, you know, artists like that. And, you know, started realizing that, you know, lyrics is really where it was at. And it was like being it the way that they expressed themselves through the music and being able to be whoever they wanted to be when they were in the booth is what really inspired me, you know. And like Nipsey also, there's like just so much artists that you know inspired me to do this.
Yeah, and I could definitely tell by your versatile and your lyrics, man, by your album that you have like a lot of stories to tell, and you get deep with it too. You know what I mean? Especially in one of my favorite tracks is Hope Alive and shit. You know what I mean? That's
right.
You get really deep in it with the lyrics. So I could definitely tell that the story driven from the other artists, it's inspired you to want to be story driven in your rhymes as well. Was that something that you were shooting for, or it just came naturally?
Yeah, I mean, I was shooting for it. Hold on.
Yeah, don't trip.
You hear me? My bad.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
I was that pretty much that's what I was shooting for. Hold on, they killed me. Yeah, you hear me? My bad.
No, that's all good.
All right, so yeah, I was shooting for that, you know, and it also came passionately. Yeah, man, just being able, I guess it's something that flow is something that I've always had, even when I first started, when I was just trying to rhyme. It's like everybody always told me like, yo, you got flow, bro. Like your voice and your flow is like crazy. So it was like I just started like, you know, going off of that. And then after I started doing that, I started like trying to get deeper with like storytelling and, you know, speaking about my life and my struggles, because I pretty much use music to, like, you know, to get away from all the stress and the bullshit that I'll be going through. So
definitely, yeah. Yeah, especially, I mean, Philly is kind of like LA and shit too, you know. It's very hard to live live in these streets, and especially with all the habits that are easily to get into, you know. So music to drive you out of it is definitely a key point to all artists that are out in the industry, and anyone else too doing clothing line, entrepreneurs or anything that they fall in love with. But you know, but music seems to be the outlet for a lot of cats like that, and successfully saves them too. You know what I mean?
yeah, man, I've been around hip hop like all my life. So I was a skateboarder. I used to skateboard for like 7 years.
Oh shit!
I was heavy into graffiti.
Oh
You
no
know what I'm
shit!
saying?
See, yeah, what did you used to write, if you don't mind me asking?
Agree. I used to
Agree.
write AGRE, and I used to, you know, used to be with the crew DTS, means for destroying the streets.
That's what's up. Yeah, I used to write back in the day too and shit. I used to write bliff, BLIF, you know, like a spliff, but a blunt bliff and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
But I was a wonder.
I also used to work for Moskine Clothing Company. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
What did they call?
Moskine.
Moskine?
Yeah, they were the ones that had like the hand painted on the shirts.
I think I probably had seen them. I was heavily in the skate scene too back then, so I probably had seen it. If I see a picture of it, it'll probably bring back memories for sure.
Yeah, man. I used to be an art fashion designer for them.
Dope.
You know, in a clothing company and shit. So
dope. Let's talk about so when you started to get into it, when did you finally take hip hop like serious, where you wanted to start making tracks and start doing albums and stuff like that?
It started like, I would say like 4 or 5 years ago. I came out with an album called God Sent. And you know what I'm saying? I like at the time I had my place and all that stuff, and I got tired of like spending money going to the studio, so I created my own studio and I just started making tracks. And then I linked up with some cat who like really rocked with my music. It was like, yo, we should do the album, and I was like, cool. But at that time, that was when like hip hop was really like starting to change to the hip hop that we have now. I don't, you know, so it's like I did the God Said album. You know, I was able to express myself in somewhat ways, but I wasn't fully able to, because I had to like try to like do the new style type thing. But the album came out dope. Got a lot of good reviews on it. A lot of people showed love, and you know, that's when it pretty much started, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Now, when you're in album mode, what's the length of process of you working on an album?
Well, there's really no length. It's really just like when I get in album mode, I just sit there and I'm like, all right, so I have a picture that I wanna like give to my fans from the beginning to end. So I literally like, I call it cinematic music. So I like to put scenes and stuff like that in my music to give a story from beginning to end. So it's like, I don't know how long the process will be from all like 12 or 15 songs, whatever we put on the album, but that's what pretty much I do. And then I just keep creating until I get like at least 20, 30 songs. And then I go like, all right, cool, let me see what we could do. And I start like that. That's
dope. I don't think a lot of people have that vision to be driven like that for an album as a cinematic. Would you call it the cinematic? Cinematic.
Yeah, cinematic. Yeah, my thing, I call it cinematic hip hop. But that's, you know, I don't know other people what they call it.
Yeah, that's dope though. I mean, to have a full album, like a lot of people, I don't think would do a lot of story driven albums. I mean, that's their probably main goal at times, but sometimes it doesn't come out successful as much as they want it to be. So
right.
For you to take the time for you to make it like that, I mean, that takes a lot of effort and heart into it. What kind of person are you when you're in the studio? Like, are you just closed-minded like that, or are you open? I mean, because I know you work by yourself and shit, but for like beats and all that stuff, like how are you on that?
Man, I'm picky as hell when it comes to like beats and all that stuff. Like how I usually do my music, like I like to be by myself because I like to sit there and create what my mind is trying to express itself for. Like, you know, it comes from my mind, it comes from my heart, and then I just express it. And then what I do is after I'm done expressing what I want, I'll send my music out to my business partners, and then I'll be like, yo, listen, this is what I created. And then they'll, you know, have the Dre has a good ear. He'll be like, yo, I think we should change this. I see where you was going, but it's not going to work. You should go back. You know, City do the same thing. Like, yo, I agree. And then that's pretty much how, you know, I go back. But I really like to be by myself in the studio, just locked in without being bothered.
That's dope. I mean, that's you know, a lot of people like they like cats in the studio with them because they like to feel and vibe off of the energy that's going on, especially while doing the albums or singles or whatnot. So for you to be in there by yourself, that's dope. Like I'd rather be by myself too and shit, you know what I mean, with no distractions or whatnot, and stay focused on exactly what you want to hear and how you want to hear it. But also too, to have someone else put their input, especially someone that's your partner or close to you, to put the input in, that's smart move right there for sure.
Right. Yeah, man, you know, I and team, man. So, you know, every individual that made it somehow, some way, they got a team behind them, and you know what I'm saying, I'm big on respect and loyalty, so that's what I really thrive off of.
Dope. And let's talk about Chanos and Chico Sticks, your recent newest album that's been getting a lot of love. I know I've been showing a lot of love for sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your preparation for the album release party, because I know that's when I first started getting to know you and talking to you and shit. How successful was that, and what was the pre-planning for that?
So it was successful, man. Like, honestly, I gotta give it to Dre Day 215, man. It wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for him and a Big City. They really they focused on that, and I just pretty much focused on trying to close out the album. But they put all the work behind it, did the promotion, you know what I'm saying? I got like the people to come out and everything. So it was very successful. People came out, had mad love. Everybody was like, yo, the food, because Dre had got somebody like, you know, his name was, I think it's Johnson and Johnson or something like that. And the food that he had, man, was amazing. But it came out really good, man. We had Big City that drove from New York all the way to Philly with like 5-6 cases of liquor. Like,
no shit.
Yeah.
What is that? That's like a 2-day drive?
Nah, that's like about 2 hours.
2 hours? Oh yeah, that's close. Cause
that's close.
Yeah, I always thought maybe it'd be like 2 days, because I drove out to Minnesota back in, I think, 2002 with my brother, and it took us 2 days there and 3 days back because we took our time. But I knew that from Minnesota to the NY, I think it'll probably take maybe 2 days, like the same kind of distance and shit. So I kind of figured they're probably, because Philadelphia, I mean, that's not as close to Minnesota, right? It's like a few states over by where you're at.
Yeah.
Yes, yep. I figured it'd probably be that close and shit. But that's tight. I seen too that you at the fucking release party that you had. Like, it was did you have like gaming systems there too or some shit?
Yeah, we had Xbox. We had Xbox TV, had Xbox, PlayStation. Everybody was playing like Mortal Kombat and shit like that. It was definitely a different experience. They had the hookahs, you know what I'm saying, going, the liquor obviously, and it was dope, man. It was dope. A lot of people got fucked up.
That's tight. And you ended up performing there too, or no?
No, I ain't perform. I just literally let everybody just listen to the album. Listen to the album. Presented myself, let them know what they were about to hear. And then it was like, after that, it was all golden. Everything was smooth. It was fun.
After that, what was the impact after that? Did you get a lot of response after that?
Yeah, I got a lot of response. I got a lot of people showed love, downloaded it, you know what I'm saying, shared it. A lot of people hit me up saying that, yo, I like your album. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of good love, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it 110%. So, you know what I mean? I'm glad that everybody enjoyed the artwork that I was able to give out.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about the inspiration behind the artwork. What was the creative process on that?
The creative process on that was pretty much like, I wanted to give people the understanding of the struggles of what it took me to get to that point. So it was like, there's also a lot of like trying to, cope with the new era, and then trying to still be rooted to the old hip hop or older hip hop. So it was like, it was pretty much like just sitting there and really get into the gritty. Like listen, man, just making the music for myself, and as long as I'm happy with the music and I give it out, just let those people like rock out to it. So I just really tapped into a lot of like trials and tribulations and stuff.
Now, was there anything like behind you sitting on the TV?
No, I actually edit. Well, I don't know if you know, but I do my own edits.
Okay.
Like album covers and, you know, music videos and stuff like that. I do my own. So dope. I pretty much edit it myself on the television.
Okay, dope. Then did you use the, I know fancy and shit, but did you use an app or something like that to make your head bigger or what?
Yeah. That's all through the app. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
that's dope.
Yeah, I just cut my original head off and made it bigger, and then made it blend in the background.
Yeah, it's very creative and shit. I like the cover of it. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I actually gave my fans. I put like 2 album covers, and I asked my fans like, which one should I go with? And then they rocked with that one more. They was like, yo, I want this one. So dope. You know, I like to do stuff like that. Like, you know, let my fans come into like, yo, you know, what you think, this and that, you know, so they have something to do with it as well.
Yeah, definitely give the people a chance and shit to actually have a part in taking it. You know what I mean? That's dope with that.
Right.
Now with the album, what was the idea behind it, and what was your drive point for you wanting to have a for sure concept on what the album was supposed to be like that you wanted it to be?
So the idea behind Chetos and Chico Sticks was pretty much like a person or me pretty much that was sat down and like was going through like the dramas. So pretty much the television channels is you flicking through the channels. Like every time you flick through the channels is a different mood. Like it could be a sci-fi, then the next one could be like cartoons, then the next one could be a party movie or something. So I just used the channels, the channeling, to be like a me sitting on the sofa, and every flick of a channel, it's a different struggle of what I was going through.
Gotcha.
So like, you know what I'm saying? I have the party, I have the stress, the channels, the Chicos, and you know what I'm saying? Like I just use that concept and then, you know, put a little bit of cinematic stuff behind it, and it came together pretty good.
Yeah, I know towards the end of the album, you actually have a love song, or as I took it as, it was a love song, right?
Mm-hmm. Which one is that one?
I can't think it off the top of my head. Let me pull it up real quick. But I know, I think it was used. I think you had auto-tune on it.
Oh, you talking about? Oh yeah, you talking about Beautiful? Yeah,
there you go. Now, was that a track driven for a relationship, or was that a track driven for your kids?
No, that track was driven for a relationship. I created that song because since I'm on the road, truck driving and all that, you know, my girl sometimes gets into this, you know, thing like she missed me and stuff, and I can't really be there when she needs me.
Right.
So I made that song pretty much me talking to her about, like, you know, how I feel about her and that my love ain't gonna change. So, you know, just to pretty much hold on for me. I'm trying to make this bread.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? And I thought about going to truck school too for a little bit, you know, maybe before I got in a medical thing. And I'm still thinking about it too, you know what I'm saying? But I don't trust myself driving a big rig, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, I got into an accident on one of these jobs. It was scary.
Yeah, I could imagine, man.
I didn't know if I was going to live or die, man. It was like, man, you know what? God bless me, and I mean, he made sure that I made it here. So,
all right. So since we already had a brief discussion about channels, go ahead and introduce channels, and then we'll go ahead and get into that right now.
All right, bet. Yo, this is Jug the Illest, and y'all about to listen to Channels, my music video, right off of my album, Channels of Chico Sticks, on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? JugTheIllest.com, where you can check out all information about me.
All right. We'll be right back, guys. Hope you guys enjoy.
Channels. City of sins, I take it back when I was stationed down in Opalaka, baking in the sun. I swear to God was hotter than some lava. Working 2 jobs, preparing soon to be a father. Had to sacrifice on everything so I can make $1. Stress deeper than the ocean in the darkest night. Thousands of pounds of pressure like a shark was sinking in the fight. The black sheep with a soul that was never wanted. I was raising my peasants, but a king that demons always haunted. Philly niggas, so you know I gotta always flaunt it. Steady motivation to walk with my head up, building to make a dynasty frown like I was King Tut. But shit would never go to my favor and never looked up. Wishing that my father was present to drop me with some jewels. Every holiday I was feeling like I was Mr. Scrooge. Pessimistic as fuck, I had a lot to prove. Always thought the worst, even though that the shit was going smooth. Introverted in my lane, who am I to trust? Giving my hope into the gods, trying not to rush. Feelings of butterflies that will linger in my gut. Burning bad habits, an addict that recording the avid. Exporting my life inside the booth, I wish it was a spoof. You can see me spitting on my pain like a missing tooth. Aiming direct and recording it like a camera. Bricks in your Acura, muddy water cities like Samurai. Ice that was glamour, that waved the hammer into the barrel. I'm thinking of suicide, but my conscience wouldn't let me bust. Or pull the trigger, who would figure this was in my veins? Couldn't let the vision of my son see his splatter brains. Hard act to follow, all the bitches say I'm macadocious. Live a life ferocious, they all left cause I'm hard to cope with. Draining all their energy, it's like a nigga soak it. Like I'm the pesticide, the pussy is my only hostess. Parting my name for stroking your dame. She gave me pussy and her soul will never be the same. She thinks she Whitney ambassador waiting to excel, but she need the Lord in her life, it's how she will prevail. Already noticed in arguments I'm a piece of shit. I'm hard-headed, it's hard to find a shoe that will fit. I guess my parents never taught me in my adolescence. That's why I struggle to this day. Confession to the reverend, holy water in hand is getting hot. So I guessing a lot of numbers and hoping I hit nada. Spending my money faster than I get it. I get a small portion, my evil thoughts be thinking about extortion. I burn the cells and dead inside your motherboards. Aim the dagger and stroke it into your vocal cords. Catch you slipping like a tranny in a Ford Taurus. I talk my shit and back it up because I'm on for it, nigga.
Hacker group called Anonymous.
We are anonymous. We are a legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Welcome back, everybody. You're with your host, BZ, right here on ENTRADIO with my special guest right here, Jug the Illest, all around from Philadelphia. What you guys just heard right now was Channels from Channels and Chico Sticks, man. As you can tell, the versatile in this guy's cats, man. He's with it, man. You know what I'm saying? His whole style, his vibe, and his voice and stuff. You know what I mean? You need to check out the rest of the album. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and talk about the next song, Chips. Give us an explanation on Chips and the idea behind that.
The idea behind Chips was, man, I got tired of like people not listening to my lyrics because I would rap on like older school beats.
Yeah.
So I picked a newer school beat, and as you could tell when I first said it, I was like, these niggas not hearing me. Guess I gotta flip my lyrics on this. Yeah. So you know that's where the whole concept came, and I just started rapping it into that piece, and then a lot of people rocked with it. They was like, "Yo, this is the one," and it just fell out through there.
Yeah, that's the one that I came very fond with, and where I was just like, "Yo, like this shit's dope." Like, and then I think I tagged you on it or some shit. And then you're like, hey, check out the album. And I was like, oh, you got an album? All right, for sure. And I just couldn't stop bumping. Even till now, man, like my drinking nights or even when I'm driving and shit, like I burn the CD with that shit. I pump that shit in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And be bumping that shit. So,
man, I appreciate it, bro.
Nah, yeah, man, that shit's ill, man. You know what I'm saying? And definitely when I sent the tracks over to the homies from WCK and shit to get you on the 3x3 and shit, they fell in love with that shit instantly. They're like, yo, that dude sick. I was like, yep. I'm telling you, man, you know what I mean? And I was like, he's all the way from out in Philly. You know what I mean? So for them to be with you, man, you know what I'm saying? And you guys working on your thing. I mean, during the process of your album or even after, it doesn't matter. But whenever that shit happens and shit, like I said, drive him, man. Drive him. Drive C1, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he sent me a couple joints. We linked up today. He sent me a couple joints. That was like one of them that I really liked.
Oh, dope.
But I told him, man, to just send them to me because, you know what I mean, I be in different modes. Like, you know what I mean? One day I might wake up, you know, I just want to do music because, you know, I record my own music in my truck. Like, I got the setup and everything. So, you know what I mean? Whenever I'm in the mood, you know, you never know. So I just tell him, like, yo, just send it. And when I do something, I do something. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. And he's going to be linking up with our other producer from WCK, Be Ready. He's in Atlanta. And he's a producer linked up with us. Be Ready is Be Ready, Beat Factory LLC. You know what I mean? He's got his own little squad out there and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got my wife right here with my daughter and shit, dancing and shit. Putting
God bless her, man. God bless her.
Yeah, and but yeah, they're gonna be working together and shit to help you get this 3x3 going. And I drive C hard on that. I was like, you know what? He's from Philly, man. He needs some hard, something with heartfelt into it. You know what I'm saying? That's
soulful,
man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know
soulful, straight, gritty. Yeah, I saw that. I love all that.
Yeah, so don't be afraid to tell him too, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he already knows. We already talked to him about it. You know. All right, so since we had a little brief discussion about chips, man, go ahead and introduce that, and then we'll go ahead and get into that one right now.
Yo, this Jug the Illest is my song Chips. You know what I mean? Off of my album Channels of Chico Sticks on all platforms. Song super dope. I hope y'all really like it. Let's go.
All right, we'll be right back. You guys are tuning to ENT Radio. We'll be right back.
They don't hear me though.
These niggas not hearing me, guess I gotta spit my lyrics on this. Everything that I give them is real, connected like piercing on tits. Marijuana smoke all in the air, slow motion, I'm going in the mist. My stomach is growling, I'm getting the munchies, just hand me the chug. Niggas acting like a Terminator, thinking they the God, but the Lord is Savior. Having money wallet, thinking they a gangster till the bullets fuck. I'm like a fornicator, and their bodies handed to the Undertaker. Let them burst the flames in the disintegrator. Should've been yourself, it benefit your wealth, and now your face is posted on the newspaper. A lot of kids is lacking with the fatherhood. I give it back, you feel me, like I'm Robin Hood. I want all the goods, don't give a fuck about a bitch. They can get on both knees, they can suck my wood. Tryna travel, cruising all around the world. About my son, a foreign, and my baby girl. It's kinda hard to give it when you in the struggle. Grind hard daily, so they wouldn't buckle. Independent fucker, yeah, in the muscle. Train my son to box, nigga, fuck the tussle. Niggas can't knuckle, so they carry hammers. Claiming sets and color bandanas. Can't get no more realer than this. Perfecting my craft when I spit. Stay the fuck out the street till they shit. Staying low key with a bitch. Remember them niggas that told me when I started rapping I wouldn't be shit. It only told me to grind harder. Hate to eat you alive like piranhas. Had to cut the haters like a barber. Now they suffering from that bitch karma. Only if they really know. This faith, the nigga gon' blow. Every time a nigga making chips, there's another hater. I don't give a fuck, you know I'm all about my chips. Fuck all them haters, I don't give a fuck. No, I'm out the block, let you know. I'ma let you know, you know where I'm a block. I'm a block, the professional, you know that I'm a block. I'm a block, thought I let you know, you know that I'm a block. Let you know, let you know. Puerto Rican flag around my head, it's like bandanas. No, I gotta represent my hood, you know this Juniata. Feel it in my veins, got my blood rushing like I'm Bane. Jay-Z, concrete jungle, you know that a nigga can't be tamed. Killers move like Chapo, nigga, we broke. All that we want is that guapo, bona bravo. Fuck, I'm giving them hope. Roll a nigga up like a taco. I'm going with the wind, I'm going through hell when I'm counting my sins. Ricky Bobby, shake it big with the pen. Leave it at night when I'm out for the gyms. Niggas, it be like that, no lacking. Half of these rappers be acting like they really rich. Flossing in front of the camera, acting like their music hot, you ain't selling me shit. Rolling up in a minivan, slide the door with a mask and I'm saying a prayer. Lord, forgive me, I know that I'm wrong. I'm probably gonna pay for this later. My daughter's in need for some diapers. My son is in need for some sneakers. I kick in the door and waving the phone with a barrel that's bigger than Mega Man. You don't understand, I make you and your bitch to the running man. Bet 100 grand, I'm taking your shit like I'm Uncle Sam. Nobody moving your brains on the ceiling fan. My body's in motion, haunted visions inside of my mind. Remember when I was a little kid and I was robbing my mother and waving a nine. Cold-hearted ever since I witnessed the crime. Mentally ill in the state of my mind. Fucking you up in the drop of a dime. Yo, ad, pass me the 9. Every time a nigga making chips, there's another hater. I don't give a fuck, you know I'm all about my chips. Fuck all them haters, I don't give a fuck. Now I'm out the block, let you know. I'ma let you know, you know where I'm a block. I'm a block, the professional, you know that I'm a block. I'm a block, thought I let you know, you know that I'm a block. Let you know, let you know.
Welcome back, everybody, to ENTRADIO, man, with your host, Beezy. My special guest right here, motherfucking Jug the Illest, the one and the only. You know what I'm saying? What you just heard right now was Chips. That's all I'm going to say, because after you heard that one, you already know for a fact. Yeah, he with it. He with it, for sure. Go check out the album, though, for sure. Go hit the album out, you know what I mean? And it'll be on all of his stuff on all of the platforms, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and hit that. Give him a follow. Subscribe to all of his shit. Follow his movement, you know what I'm saying?
So I got a website, too. So if y'all ever want to know anything about me, my bio, all of my music videos, and anything that I was ever, you know, connected to is on jugtheillest.com, JUGTHEILLEST.com. Go out there.
We'll definitely have that in the link below as well on the YouTube, and also I'll try to add it in on the podcast links and all that stuff like that. So, all right, man. So what's going on now? I mean, I know right now COVID-19 is cracking, so no shows, nothing like that. But say if COVID-19 wasn't around, were you actually looking to do shows? I know you're a busy man too.
Yeah, man. If COVID-19 wasn't around, like I'll be rocking out more music videos. Pretty much trying to do some shows, trying to get some radio station, you know, interviews. But since all this been going on, you know what I mean? Like I just pretty much started locking out going into the new album that I'm working on. You know what I mean? I don't know when I'm going to release it, but, you know, in time, everything will tell. So
take your time, man. Take your time. I'll be looking forward to that one for sure.
Word.
Yeah, let's talk about your freestyle challenge that you got going on right now. Let them know how they can enter, and I mean, it doesn't matter about money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know all the details about it, how they could get entered, where they can find it, all that good stuff.
Right. So I'm pretty much gonna start doing it's called Name My Freestyle Challenge, and I'm pretty much gonna try to do it at least like every month or every other month, where I do a freestyle on a beat, and I let the fans or whoever wants to participate decide. So what you would have to do to enter is you have to tag 3 people on the comments below on the video, follow me, and then you have to name the freestyle, what you think the name of that freestyle should be named. Once they do that, and we pick the dopest name, the winner would get $100, and we would upload the song to all major platforms, and I would put their name of the winner under the credits of the song below, on like Spotify, Tidal, Apple. And it's a way to give back, so they know that they have something that they did with that, you know what I mean? And they named the song. So that's pretty much like the challenge.
Dope. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Ask God. Yeah. I was born inside of hip-hop. My mother was stuffing drugs in a Ziploc. Father was whipping coke in the kitchen till his wrist popped late, but an 80s baby. Not a killer, but killers raise me. Disrespect me, I design your hoodie and take your AP. Staying humble, but these niggas tried to double play me. Turned to a monster, all of a sudden niggas wanna hate me. Let them hate though, they fraudulent. I'm off of it, 48 laws of power. Start the beef, then I finish it. Penmanship intricate. Love is Romeo and Juliet. Every time I spit with my flow, that make a Julie whip up in that pumpkin set. Introduce the capital punishment. Entrepreneur shit, call me the son of Don Cortegina. Every verse I spit it can practically heal you. It's from the mind, blood and glory like a warrior. From Cheetah to the soul I possess from the Greeks like Caesar. Stay in your lane for an order, my lieutenant start a war with Caesar. Sick and tired of being a real nigga. You represent your hood, but they don't support you till you make it figures. Let's bring the light and make the vision clearer. Don't be saying no promises that you can keep, the next where I don't feel you. Roger that. Niggas envious in what I possess, my inner threat. Ride a bang on you like you in a set, say no less. See the bitch of you like you wearing breasts, not impressed. Bullet shaving you like a plate Gillette. I was born inside of that Santeria. They call me the son of Legua. Open doors like the gatekeeper. Cut chickens necks while they catch a season. As a part of their ritual, don't give a fuck if niggas with your bro. Working on myself is a slippery slope. It be confusing like niggas with Andrew Paws and they 50s built. Felt a lot of pain, that's the shit I wrote. Don't compare me to fake niggas in your hood that be acting woke. Real shit, nigga. I record this in my truck, nigga. The game about to be over, I'm sorry. Ash God, Big city, Dre Day, be easy. Yeah, you already know.
So make sure you guys enter on the challenge, man. Every month he's gonna be doing this, and as you can tell through the video, he ain't lying about him recording in the truck. Give me, let me know about that, man. How you be recording in your truck? Like, you have your laptop in there? Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, man. Pretty much. I got my laptop, a MacBook Pro. Then I got like a Tascam, a Tascam 2. It's called a TAC 2. And it's a Thunderbolt interface, and then I got like an Audio Technica microphone with the chaotic bar pretty much, and yeah, it's all powered by my laptop, so I don't really need like too much like power jacks, right. And that's pretty much how I like just record. I'll rock out, record my songs, and then I'll send it over to my engineer who'll mix it down for me. Which is, his name is Scales, by the way. Super dope, super dope, man.
Shout out Scales, man.
Shout out to Scales. Shout out to Christian Dior for connecting me with Scales, man.
And that shit sounds dope too, man. Like it sounds like you're actually in the fucking studio. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That particular one that you heard was mixed by some boy named Guap from New York. Dope. Cool cat too. But all the other ones that I have, like, it's quality is super dope as well. So Scales is mainly the person I go to.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I was very surprised of when I heard your album, because I get a lot of cats that are hitting me up and they're like, yo, check out the album, check out the single, and the quality isn't like, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not knocking on them, but for it to like sound like professional studio quality, like when I heard yours, I was like, yo, the audio quality, the studio quality in this motherfucker, like the audio quality is like going on. Like that shit was solid. You know what I'm saying? And I even told my girl, I was like, look how professional this shit sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the cats I like to hear, because you don't hear a lot of cats like out there, bro, that put shit out. Like their quality it's not that good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it gotta be quality, man. Everything that I do, from photos to videos to music, I have to, you know, my image is everything, so I have to be professional with everything. I can't lack on any of that, because, you know, you never know what can happen. So, you know, I got my record label, you know, me being the CEO, I got to make sure that everything is legit. I don't want to give nobody no ass product. So
yeah, definitely, man. And I can definitely tell too. I mean, you made your flyer for today. That shit was fire. And then you made me one too and shit. That was dope of you too and shit. You know what I'm saying? And and that's funny too. We're talking about that photo today too and shit, because that photo, the homies from WCK, they're like, "Where are you looking at when you take that picture?" You know, because I that was right after I made my shirts, and I took a photo shoot over at Knott's Berry Farm and shit, and I found some spots right there. You know, he's like, man, where? He's like, he does that in all his photos. Where the fuck is he looking at? You know what I'm saying?
That's that Jay-Z shit. Where, you know, in his music videos, he be rapping, looking over there. You're like, what are you looking at?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that time I was like, I didn't need no models doing that shit. I just do that shit myself and shit. So, I mean, I appreciate you like doing that and taking the time out your day and shit and making me a flyer for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
no doubt,
man. You know what I mean? So album mode, man. What's? I mean, you're a busy man right now. What's album mode looking like for you right now?
Looking like a whole lot of work. I tell you that much. My job been killing me. You know, I got so far like 4 songs in the album, but it's been killing me, man. I've been trying to record, but, you know, waking up at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and delivering and all that stuff has been like, it's been slowing me down for the past week or 2. But, you know, ain't nothing gonna stop me. I'm always do music, so yeah. I mean, pretty soon I'm gonna get back on the wagon, start recording again.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know what I mean? And even in this time right now, man, you know what I mean? Try to take time out your day and get some rest, man. I mean, I know know you quarantine yourself in your truck and shit, but get your ass outside, go for a walk at least. You know what I'm saying? Or
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Because I know how it is over here too. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like, "Have you been outside?" Like, bro, you don't go outside and go walking. Like, you can go outside and go walking. You just can't be next to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, 6 feet, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, man. I also got a treat too, man. I got a song that I'm gonna be coming out with David Bars. It's called COVID-19. So, yeah, I mean, check that out soon. I mean, check on my page. I'll be making sure I give y'all updates about that when that drop for that song. But most definitely.
Any projected time for that one?
Nah, not right now. I've kind of got a little bit of delay because of the stuff that's been going on, but yeah, I mean, soon it's gonna be coming together soon.
Dope. And then for the new album, or right now in album mode, do you think probably before the end of this year, you probably be dropping it? Possibly, maybe.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping so. I don't know if it'll be done within the next 6 months or so, but that's what I'm aiming for. You know what I mean? It's all about the process too, you know.
Of course, so. Definitely, yeah, definitely. Take your time with that motherfucker too. That's your baby right there, man. You know.
Yeah. This one's gonna be special.
Yeah, and next time you have an album release party, man, hopefully I can make it out there. Bring the Dub C crew out there. We'd be down too, you know.
Never know. I'm fuck around. I might try to throw a little album release party out there in Cali.
Hey man, let us know, man. We'll help out with that shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure that shit's cracking. We'll bring some legends over too. You know what I mean?
Word up.
That's how it is when you roll Dub CK. For sure, man. Well, I look forward to hearing your updates. I follow your progress every day and shit. You know what I mean? And you've been supporting me big time too, so I appreciate that. That's, it's free to do that, so I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I look forward to hearing the news too. You know what I'm saying? For the new single dropping, COVID-19. You know what I mean? Hope you diss the shit out of COVID-19. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But other than that, I want to say thank you for taking your time out your day right here to chop it up with me. And I look forward to hearing the 3x3 with you too and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
For that.
And I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for using your platform to actually to let people know about me. As God Team really says thank you, and for that, y'all gonna forever be family. So
definitely,
same here, man. I enjoy everything that you do, and just keep doing what you're doing, man. God bless you.
I appreciate it, man. God bless you too. And go ahead and plug all the social media where they can find you again, and then any inspirational thoughts you could give out to people right now in this hard time.
All right, bet. So again, like my name, Jug the Illest, JUGTHEILLEST. I'm on all social media. It's Jug the Illest on all social medias and everything. My website, jugtheillest.com. Yeah, man, make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow my team, Dre Day 215, Big City. You know what I mean? And the inspiration that I have for anybody that's going through the hard times right now, that, you know what I mean, stay with hope alive and keep rocking out, because, this is not the end, and this is just the beginning. God gonna bless y'all regardless. Keep your head up and understand that you could always do whatever you put your mind to.
Dope. All right, guys. You guys are tuning into the one and only ENTRADIO with your host, BZ, and my special guest right here, Jug the Illest, man. Thank you for taking your time out your day, man. You guys have a blessful day, and we'll see you on the next episode. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors. You know what I'm saying? The Unity Project. Go support their artists on Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? Bandcamp.com. And then also shout out to Neighborhood Watch. If you guys are looking to do live stream performances, they're doing that on IG right now. You know what I mean? And for a heavy ride clothing, you know what I'm saying? Hit them up, heavyrideclothing.com. You know what I'm saying? And go cop their gear. You know what I mean? And shout out to the crew, Dub CK, West Coast Creations in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you already know it's ENTRADIO, your boy BZ. Stay tuned for the next episode. We out. Appreciate you guys following. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you guys subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all the platforms, man. Guys, stay home, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next episode. You guys have a good one. We out.